So I'm sitting here with the illustrious Steve Strange. It's Visage tonight of Steve Strange.
It's myself singing like classic Visage tracks, new tracks off the Hearts and Knives album. Sort of warming up really because we've just come back from Japan and I didn't want to come back from Japan and we're just about to go to America. One of them places is LA. And also I got a really good friend in Los Angeles, a lady called Perry Lister, who was once married to Billy Idol, and she did all the backing on Visage's first two albums. But she's still living out there, and their son Willem has got a band now. He's like the illustrious age of 21, and he's in a new wave punk band. And I don't know how they're doing, but apparently they're doing really well. Yeah, so it's really exciting going to America for the first time.
Maybe Ginger, Punk Globe can set up some gigs for you, because she's a powerful mover and shaker in LA.
Yeah.
So, Steve, you're about to do this gig. Hearts and Knives is the new Visage album.
Yeah, I've just literally come back from Japan where I didn't want to come back from. It was just brought so many memories being there. The last time I was there was doing a huge TV campaign, cinema campaign for TDK, TDK videotapes at the time. It was absolutely massive, and then I was like, obviously being in Japan and sort of having thoughts about being there in 1986, and people are just so respectful in Japan. They can't do enough to help you, and I just was just like, you don't get this in the UK. You don't get people helping you, and I know you see all these people wearing masks and thinking, shit, is it hay fever or is it pollution or whatever? But it's apart from that, you get fans outside your door every morning with like remedy cream, because the first night I walked smack into my vocal booth and cut my leg, and one of the fans could see through my trousers like blood, and brought this emergency cream to the meet and greet after, and was sending like positive energies, and it was like all these positive energies from people all across Japan. Tokyo was great, and then we moved from Tokyo down to Osaka or somewhere like that. We did 3 gigs and they were all sell out, and it was like, it was sad to come back.
Are you going to go back to Japan anytime soon, do you think?
I think definitely, yeah. I mean, after the amount of Twitter followers and Facebook followers, I mean, it went up from 15 to 17k in the time that I was there.
Yeah. And so you're going to America, aren't you? Big tour of America coming soon.
Yeah, there is just one thing about me, and I'm going to be completely honest. Whoever set the tour up, they shouldn't have announced dates before they've got our work visas, because at the moment we're waiting for work visas and they've announced gigs. Now, we all know people in authority, if they know that you're waiting to get a visa, they're going to do everything in their power to not give it to you.
Yeah.
So somebody has apparently got to prove that they can be better at my job in America than me.
Who's that going to be?
Fuck knows, because apparently Gary Newman's just been through the same similar thing with 9-inch nails, and they had us to be a spokesperson and say this is a genuine, artist, and how Boy George keeps getting given visas like without being any, that is like, there needs a question to be put there somewhere.
So, Steve, you're feeling creative at the moment. What's the feeling?
Yeah, I mean, Japan was great. I can't wait to go to America. Rehearsing with Robin Simon, writing the new album as well, on time off with Steve Barnacle and Logan Sky, who was a new member of Visage, but has played such a major part of the Japanese tour and will play a major part of the American tour. But also he's very much on my time zone and my way of caring about people. Like, he also realises that Visage is not just the music, it's about the visual elements as well, and not just good photographs or good videos, but also like good artwork, and he'll go out of his way, whereas I'm carrying like 6 hat boxes with creations like this
Yeah,
all
the
around.
Stephen Jones hats.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean,
me though, is it?
not this Stephen Jones.
Another one.
Another Stephen Jones who I would never. And he's OBE, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I will never defect from him, and he's always. I'll just tell him something that I got this mad idea, and then we came up with that.
Yeah.
That's really hard to get through customs because you have to take everywhere I go. I have to take this bloody thing up and disguise it because they want to open. They want to open up your hat box.
Because you could hijack a plane with that thing, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's it. So I carefully wrap that up so it goes through the the customs machines.
Yeah.
And when I say it's hats, they just think, oh, loony pop stuff. Let him go through with it.
So the Visage album Hearts and Knives has got loads and loads of fantastic reviews, and people have really loved it, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, in all honesty, I was waiting for a bad review, and there wasn't really a bad review. The worst or the most mediocre review came from John Pleased Women, and that was because he said, and rightly so, his thoughts were that some of my vocals were too low in the mix. And if that's what he thinks, it's because he thinks that my vocals should have been heard more.
Absolutely.
And he gave it a 7 out of 10. So to me, that is not a bad review.
No, it's a good review.
Yeah, and Rolling Stone gave it a 5 out of 5, which for America was great.
I was reading, is this true, can you confirm this, that David Bowie gave you a call and said,
They got a message from the action man.
I love the new album, Steve. Is
Yes,
that
he
true?
did. Yeah, and
Let's hear that story, tell us about that.
it's completely true. And actually, some cheeky fucker on Lorraine Kelly, who is a showbiz editor, said, "Is this a publicity stunt or not?" And I actually, luckily, put it on loudspeaker because the call came through about an hour earlier. And he went, "Hello, it's DB," and I went, "Who's this?" And I wasn't at the Victorian Albert Museum on the opening of David Bowie. A month later, I had an exhibition at the Victorian Albert Museum about me from Clubland to Catwalk. Well, David Bowie called about 6 o'clock, and I said, "I don't think it's you, and I really think, if it is you, you tell me that you were in London." He goes, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm not near the V&A, I've been past, but there's not even a red carpet, there's not even any rails for the red carpet up, because I was working for London Tonight, supposedly, and they've obviously sent me earlier, and now it's not happening, so I'm in a wine bar with friends." So he said, "What time are you going to be going?" And it was him. So I said, "I'll be arriving about 7 o'clock. And as soon as I got out of my limousine, it was like as if a camera was on me, and I thought, right, this is very speakerphone. Yeah. And he goes, "Hello, it's DB." And I went, "Hang on a minute." And he went on to speakerphone. And he goes, I said, "We're just going into your exhibition at the V&A." And he goes, "I just want to say, I hope everybody enjoys it. But on more other terms, I've been listening to your album, Hearts and Knives, and I've got to give it a big thumbs up, a big DB, yes." I'll just say, remember, the Visage tour kicks off very soon, and we'll be coming to a city in America very close to you, sooner than you think.
Questions circle, scared to speak to my face. Lose your devotion, shout now, shed in disgrace.